Alright, here we have our custom 1992 Ford F-150 regular cab short bed. It's got a full custom paint job. It's an original black truck, but it has been repainted with a high quality paint job. And it's a deep black cherry, where on an overcast day like today, which is perfect for pictures, or like, you know, night or any day like that, it is, even on some sunny days, if you're not on direct sunlight, it looks black. But I will definitely get a picture that I'll post in the ad of it right in the sunlight. But it's a deep like black cherry. But the nice thing is they went through, they painted the outside of the mirrors. When they really did this right, and they painted the inside, the grill inserts here. See if I can get the camera to overexpose. It's tough because, you know, when I first looked at this truck, I thought it was black. Actually, see if you could see it. It's really tough, but it's got a full 6-inch suspension lift, and it's got a little bit of body lift. It's running on 37-inch Swampers and Weld Super Singles. So if you want to go down a little smaller, I mean, you can see there's quite a bit of room. It's got a little bit of a rake in the back, or it's a little higher, kind of like the factory. You could take out this add a leaf right here, or just change up the block system and lower the butt down a little bit, or get rid of the body lift. There's a couple different ways you could go, but it's got great stance to it. It's only got 148,000 miles, and it's got the 5.8 351 with the hard to find manual 5-speed transmission, and then it's got all the power windows, AC, and stuff like that. It's not a fresh paint job, but it's really deep. You can see my reflection. You can see all the bushes. It's really nice base coat, clear coat. It's been wet sanded and buffed correctly, so it's nice and smooth. But it's been a few years, so you do get little chips. It has had fender flares on it at one point, so you can see a little bit of rubbing on here, and then on the passenger side rear quarter panel you can see a little bit of marks, but everywhere else you can't even tell. All the rubber seals are in nice condition. You can see the cowling is in good shape, no clear coat issues. Really doesn't have very many rock chips. It's got a little chip there. You know, no other chips along the front, and then you have a little same type of deal. You got a little chip there, and then a ding right up there, and then a ding right there. All the corner lights are nice and clear, good color, really nice chrome. It's got deep mirror-like reflection. Good looking front bumper. Bumper pad's not all scuffed up or anything. This is just this truck gets compliments from everybody. This is just a killer looking truck going on the road or sitting in a parking lot. It's just got a great stance to it. If you like lifted trucks, this is killer. It's got a little scratch right there, a little chip right there. It's got some scratches right. It's got your door edge chips. You know, this definitely wasn't a cheap paint job. Got some chips there, but your door edge chips kind of go through. But there's a better angle that's kind of scuffing. And there's some scratches right there. Got a rock chip, and then you got some rock chips from getting, or some chipping from getting in, some entry chips. But surprisingly, for being a lifted truck, you know, there's just some, you know, it's basically is black, so it, you know, reflects there. There's a little bit of arm roll from the tires on there, but that'll come right off. Trying to see if I could get there. You can kind of see the black cherry at this angle, but it's just a beautiful color. Little scuff there. Really faint scratch. That's just a surface scratch. It doesn't have any edge, so you could probably buff that out. The tail lights could use a little, you know, a little wax, a little buffing. Tailgate's got no dings or dents. It's got an outward ding, which is kind of weird. Looks like something on the inside that somehow would have done that. It's got a little chip and a scratch there. A couple little chips there. It's just got your standard drop-in bed liner, but underneath it actually has a spray liner too. So all the cables are good. Front bulkhead isn't all bent in. I mean, you can see it's got great reflection. And you can see the front bumper has the proper bracket for the body lift, but the rear's got a little bit of a gap, but you can buy those. You can see them on eBay and stuff. But the bumper's really nice. Bumper pad's really nice. It's got tow package, but it's never been used for towing. Little scuff there. Looks like somebody got into something. And here's the little ghosting edge. It just goes up to here and then it stops. And then after that, you can't tell it had fender flares on it. Oh, there's a little ghosting there too, but you can see it doesn't have anywhere else. little chip, couple small little chips, little chip there, little chip there, little chip there, and then there's a couple little tiny scratches. You can see the bulkhead's nice and straight. Both sides of the outside rubbers got some little cracking. You know, all these rubbers are nice and soft. It's got two little chips in the front glass. I can't reach up there and show you, but I'll show you from the inside. It's just starting to sprinkle a little bit. So any of these little guys you're starting to see, it's just raindrops coming down. It's not a good thing we're just about down at the outside, but there's a little chip there. Other than that, this thing's just got a beautiful stance to it. Got a little scratch there, a little scratch there. I mean, it's easy to get the underside photos, that's for sure. You know, not spotless by any means, but definitely not bad at all. Driveline's been balanced out for the lift kit. You know, with lift kit come, you know, for a short wheelbase truck being this big, you know, we do the driving video and a cold start video. I'll go over more of it. You know, you know, you do sacrifice a little bit of ride quality for the looks, but you could go with a lesser aggressive tire and not something so wide, because these tend to grab the road. I really wish this color would, you can kind of see it there. It's driving me nuts, wish you could just see it. So it's got the dark gray, you know, tilt steering, nice and smooth, but we'll go over more of that when we're driving. This, I don't know if it's a heavier set person, but it is got a slight, there's no holes or ripping, but it is just a little bit mashed down on the seat here. Or if it's from somebody dragging in. I do have, that come with it, the chrome Nerf bar steps. So if this is a little too high for you, you know, that you can put those on. They bolt right on there easy, and they come with the truck. It's got aftermarket sound system. Speakers been put in here. A couple little holes. In the door jambs, it's still the original black. So it's not the black cherry, but you almost can't tell. You can maybe kind of see the difference there, but this folds down. You know, it's got the manual 5-speed. You know, all the power windows, power door locks work. There's, I don't know if somebody sprayed a chemical in here or something, but if you put Armor All in here, it actually goes away. And then when the Armor All wears its way off, a couple weeks later, it shows up again. So it's something to keep in mind. Had a CB in it one time, so somebody drilled those holes. And then also there, but this piece does pop off. And then you can see there's the rock chip, and then there's, let me see if I can zoom into that old bad boy. There it is right there. All these other ones are just raindrops. So both little guys that are fixable. I'll show you the VIN number with all the gear code and color code, which kind of doesn't matter anymore because it's been repainted. Again, it's nice and clean. You know, been undercoated at one point. You know, the rear, the tires got quite a bit of tread left. You know, they're a 37. I think they're 37 12.5, and then the wheels are 10-inch wide wheel. Top of the cab's good. No dents or peeling issues, and there'll be pictures of that posted up. Same kind of little marks. This is the early 90s. They did this interior till 94, and then 95 they went different. They have this kind of vulnerable, you know, felt kind of material here, cloth, and gets kind of scuffed up easy, and then they went to vinyl, like leather material after 95 and up. You know, got carpets, you know, got some darkening areas. You know, it is 22 years old, creeping on 25 years old, amazingly. You got some little scuffing here. You know, it's non-smoker, nice little Alpine CD player. Got your original books. It's got the little cup holder with the storage container. Was bought brand new in Everett, Washington, which is about 5 miles away from here at Bryan Ford. Got your original owner's manual, but I always like to pop these out just to show you the clarity on the paint. You know, we'll go over. You can see the reflection. You know, it's perfect reflection. It's backwards, of course, but you know, I'm a couple feet away, and you can see it really good. So it's got great depth to it. No cracks or marks on the dash. There's a little bit of fading, same type of thing as on the driver's door, but you put Armor on it, it goes away. Just kind of, so probably just could use some conditioning for a while. And You know, no rust anywhere. These regular cab short beds are hard to find, especially a nice custom one like this, especially in low miles. You know, only 148,000 miles, you know, all the doors shut nice and good. They got nice door gaps. It's got the 351. I'll pop the hood. Probably won't be able to jump up in there and show you a real good job, but we do the cold starting video where I'll get in there a little better and get, you know, the pictures too. But underneath the hood, still nice and glossy. Doesn't have any signs of, you know, fluids, you know, overheating or anything. Once they overheat, they kind of get that brown film that goes everywhere. But somebody's been in there because it's got blue valve covers. Actually, the whole motor is blue, so the motor may have probably been rebuilt at one point because they stopped doing the blue. It's got an MSD coil, but they stopped doing the blue after a while. So alright, we're going to drop this down. Shuts nice and easy. Alright, so this is our 92 Ford F-150 regular cab shorty, all lifted up. It's a beautiful custom truck. So hopefully you guys can take the time to check out all the pictures and the other videos.